back and welcome to the Zen Elephant, where we talk about all things Zen. So today I'm super excited because I really want to talk about astral projection as well as my first experience with it. Before we get into any of that good stuff, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you're always notified when I drop new videos for you. So what is astral projection? An astral projection is an intentional out-of-body experience. Well, I guess sometimes unintentional too. So basically you can travel in your astral body, outside of your physical body, of course, anywhere. You can travel anywhere you want. It could be your room. It could be like outside in your neighborhood. It could be somewhere across the world. It could be across the galaxy somewhere. We are very limitless when it comes to the things that we can actually do as human beings, you know, to have all of these amazing experiences. So anyway, a few years ago when I actually started going through my whole awakening process, right? And I was learning so many cool things, physics and metaphysics and quantum physics and just full-on science nerd, right? So I came across astral projection and I really wanted to know how to do it. And so I was looking at all of these different forums, and a lot of people were using melatonin to trigger having an astral projection. So I went on Amazon and I bought some melatonin. It's been a few years now, so I think it was about 30 milligrams that I was taking every night, or I think maybe I would take 2. I honestly don't really remember. It's been a minute. So I took it for a night throughout like the whole week, right? And nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. I got a little annoyed, I'm not gonna lie. So I just kind of put it down for a while. And I think it was a few days after I stopped taking the melatonin, I accidentally astral projected. And this is how it happened, right? So I was in school at the time and I had to wake up for class the next day. So I woke up, it was still dark outside because I think I had to wake up at around 6 a.m., something like that. So it was still dark outside. I get up and I walk to my door and I go to turn on the light switch and the light wouldn't turn on. So I'm just sitting there at the wall trying to flick the light switch and nothing's happening. And I turn around and you guys, I'm literally laying in my bed sleeping. The coolest shit ever, right? And so my first reaction was, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm not in my body. I'm literally standing here on the other side of my room watching myself sleep. And so it was really exciting, and I remember wanting to explore and was trying to figure out how I was going to get through the door. If I couldn't even turn on the light switch, how am I going to open the door? But I didn't really think to walk through the door. So I had all these things, you know, running through my mind. And then it kind of clicked to me, oh my God, I'm going to be late for school. So I was so worried about being late for school that I had to get back in my body. And so I was just like, you know, how am I going to get back in? So I was just like, you know what? We're just going to run for it. I'm just going to run and I'm just going to slam back into my body and it's going to be all good, right? So literally started charging for my body and I ran and I smacked into it and I jumped up. When I woke up, you guys, first of all, I was so annoyed because I had a whole extra half an hour before my alarm was even going to go off. I could have explored, you know, and it's never really happened to me like that ever since then. So I've really only had that one experience, but I have been in the act of practicing it while I'm awake, you know, astral projecting while I'm awake and just having that awareness. And it's a completely different feeling because when you're sleeping and you just kind of awaken, like, you know, out of your body, it's different because your entire being is just not in that physical presence, if that makes sense. So when you're sitting there physically and awake, you know, in the middle of the day trying to astral project, yes, you can do it. And I have done it and I've traveled to certain places, but you kind of really have to lock in on that awareness and not lose the focus that you have, or else you'll just come right back. And so I've really been experimenting with that a lot lately. But I just felt like that experience that I had was so cool, because I've always said that I wanted to travel to the moon. I want to travel to all these different places. And it's really funny because so many people would have freaked out about that. They would be like, oh my God, I'm dead. Like, what's going on? And my natural instinct is like, oh my God, this is the coolest thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Really shows where my head's at most of the time, you guys. Just full on science nerd. But I'm just so fascinated by everything with the unknown and what normal people would consider to be weird, right? Those types of things. I live for it, you know? That's why my life is always so interesting. I just really wanted to share that experience with you guys. And I really want to know if you guys have astral projected too, and your experiences with that. Whether it was on purpose or, you know, happened as an accident, like how my experience happened. So all of this is super cool, because I really do want to start coming out with a lot of videos with my own personal experiences, my experiences with the unknown. Right? And so many cool things that I have experienced in this lifetime that I know that a lot of other people are having some similar experiences too, whether they be visitations from ETs, or, you know, seeing UFOs, or seeing spirits, or anything of that type of nature, you know, having a whole precognition dream. And I feel like everyone has a lot of really cool things that have been happening to them lately. Or over the years, you know? My experiences have definitely been over the past, like, 5 or 6 years. This is definitely the time for everyone to really come together and let's talk about these experiences. You have those people who really fear everything that has to do with the unknown, instead of embracing it and kind of learning from that experience, and they shut down a whole other world of spectacular amazement, you know? So I feel like it's always good to be open to those types of experiences. It doesn't mean that it has to be anything negative or anything like that. It's really how you perceive it. So I feel like everything that happens in our lives, it can definitely be a learning experience, or an experience that was just so cool that it blew your mind away, you know? And then you have a story to tell. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I'll definitely be back with another video later on this week. So stay tuned for that. I really want to know down in the comments about you guys' experiences. If you've experienced astral projection, let me know. All right, so you guys stay blessed, stay happy, and stay abundant. And I love you guys, and I will see you next time.